Welcome to Check It Out. I'm Kim.
And I'm Moses.
And this is what's going on this month at Pease. For adult programs, we have our community knitting group that meets every Thursday at 3:30. All skill levels and yarn crafts are welcome. Looking for one-on-one tech support, you can call or email the library to book an appointment with me, our tech librarian. Our October artist exhibition is with Nicole Gavreau. Patrons may recognize Nicole as being our past youth services librarian. Come visit the library throughout the month of October to view their art, and join us on Thursday, October 16th at 6 p.m. for their artist reception. Tomorrow, October 10th at 10 a.m., you can join me for a beginner's basic workshop on the Libby app. Download and set up, finding content, borrowing and managing, and reading and listening, and additional features we will be going over. You must bring your own advice, and I'd love it if you could register, but walk-ins are never turned away. Families are encouraged to join us for a Hocus Pocus movie night on Friday, October 30th at 5 p.m. Snacks will be provided, but you can also bring your own, and costumes are encouraged. On October 22nd at 5 p.m., join Pease Public Library and Lamson Library and Learning Commons and the Plymouth State University Paranormal Research Club for a ghost tour around the PSU campus. Come hear about all the spooky events that have happened at PSU. The tour starting location is going to be at the Silver Center Amphitheater at 5 p.m. On Thursday, October 23rd, PSU Professor of Computer Science, Communications, and Media Studies, Kathy LeBlanc, will discuss how artificial intelligence, AI, holds tremendous promise for advancing society, but it also carries significant risks that demand careful management and oversight. This program is sponsored generously by our Young Ladies Library Association. 2025 marks the 250th anniversary of Jane Austen's birth, and we are celebrating by hosting a book discussion and tea party. The book will be Northanger Abbey, and copies are available now at the circulation desk. Dressing in your English best is encouraged. The tea party and book discussion will be on December 16th, so you have plenty of time to read if you would like, or you can just come for the tea party. Moses, why don't you let us know what's happening for families and youth services?
Absolutely. So this month for Families and Youth Services, here are some events and programs we have coming up. Wednesday Storytime is at 10:15, and Thursday Storytime is at 11 and is preceded by an hour of sensory play from 10 to 11. Wednesday, October 15th, tweens and teens can join me for bread and tacos in the YA section of the library. Bread will be meeting from 4 to 4:30 and tacos from 4:30 to 5. Brick Builders, also known as Lego Club, is a great place for Lego enthusiasts. Builders of all ages can join us on Thursday, October 16th from 3:30 to 5 in the children's room for a themed Lego challenge. Duplo and Mega Blocks are available for our youngest builders. Next, Calling All Writers. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, join me in the YA area of the library for a creative writing club. This is a chill, low-stakes environment to hang out, workshop your writing, and learn from your community. Our next meeting is Friday, October 17th at 4 p.m. Do you miss being read to? Anyone grades K through 12 can join me in the children's room for a chapter of a book per week. Our first book will be Roald Dahl's Matilda. We meet every Monday at 4 p.m. Ever wonder what's lurking just beyond your periphery? Join the Cryptid Society, where every month we'll learn about a new supernatural creature while doing crafts and trying to spot the Loch Ness Monster. Our next meeting will be Wednesday, November 5th at 4 p.m. in the community room.
That's so much
It's
fun.
so much fun. You get a little passport too. Just
my
come check it out. It's going to be really
gosh.
good.
Yeah.
Come celebrate Casper the Friendly Ghost 30th anniversary at the library with a showing of the 1995 movie Casper at 4:45 on Friday, October 24th in the community room. Snacks will be provided, but feel free to bring your own.
We always have new books coming into the library, and here are some highlights of ones that have recently come in or are being published this month. For adult fiction, check out these next titles. Something Whiskered by Miranda James. A dead baron, an Irish castle, and two unexpected ghosts. Charlie Harris, Helen Louise Brady, and his feline friend Diesel find themselves hot on the trail of not one but two mysteries in the delightful Cat in the Stacks mystery from New York Times bestselling author Miranda James. The next one is House of Monstrous Woman by Daphne Fama. In the game, there's one rule: survive. Orphaned after her father's political campaign ended in tragedy, Josephine is alone taking care of the family home while her older brother is off in Manila, where revolution brews. But an unexpected invitation from her childhood friend Haraya to her house offers an escape. Why don't you come visit and we can play games like we used to? If Josephine wins, she'll get whatever her heart desires. Among the exciting new titles coming in, you'll find the following in the mix for adult nonfiction. An adult graphic novel bio of Jane Austen by Janine Barkas. The novel of life of Jane Austen is one of a kind, impeccably researched, aesthetically drawn graphic biography of one of the world's most beloved literary icons. Combining deep scholarship and serious whimsy, the novel life of Jane Austen presents this literary icon as the starring character in her own graphic novel. Told in 3 parts, the budding writer, struggling artist, published author, the gritty circumstances of Austen's own genteel poverty, and the small daily injustices so often borne by creative women at this time. Told against the backdrop of Georgian England and reflect down to the smallest detail many of the plots and characters woven into Austen's greatest works. The Ghost Lab. How Bigfoot hunters, mediums, and alien enthusiasts are wrecking science. A surprising and compelling journey into the business of paranormal investigation and the state of scientific literacy in America. In 2010, a sleepy small town business plaza in rural New Hampshire rented space to an unusual tenant, a ghost laboratory. The KIT Research Initiative's mission was to use the scientific method to document the existence of spirits. Founder Andy KIT was known as a straight shooter and was unafraid, perhaps eager to offend other paranormal investigators by exposing the fraudulence of their less advanced techniques. KIT's efforts attracted flocks of psychics, alien abductees, witches, mediums, ghost hunters, and UFOologists, cryptozoologists, and warlocks from all over New England and the world. And there were plenty of them around. A Bookshop of One's Own by Jane Chomley. What was it like to start a feminist bookshop in an industry dominated by men? How could a lesbian thrive in Thatcher's time with the government legislating to restrict her rights? How do you run a business when your real aim is to change the world? Silver Moon was the dream of 3 women, a bookshop with the mission to promote the work of female writers and create a much-needed safe space for any woman. Founded in 1980s London against a backdrop of homophobia and misogyny, it was a testament to the power of community. Growing into Europe's biggest women's bookshop and hosting a constellation of literary stars from Margaret Atwood and Maya Angelou to Angela Carter, while contending with the day-to-day struggles common to other booksellers, plus the additional burdens of misogyny and the occasional hate crime, Jane Chomley and her booksellers created a thriving business, but they also played a crucial and relatively unsung part in one of the biggest social movements of our time. A Bookshop of One's Own is a fascinating slice of social history from the heart of the women's liberation movement from a true feminist and a lesbian icon. Written with heart and humor, it reveals the struggle and joy that comes with starting an underdog business while being a celebration of the power women have to change the narrative when they are the ones holding the pen.
Here are some YA books to look out for this month. First is Bad in the Blood by Matteo L. Cirilli. In the city of Pucksport, where motorized vehicles fill the streets and new technological marvels abound, something rotten is lurking under the surface. A violent murder at the docks seems to point to a Fae killer, igniting a powder keg of distrust between the city's humans and its Fae inhabitants. Folks who... sorry, control.
No,
it's
sorry.
my fault.
There we go.
Igniting a powder keg of distrust between the city's humans and its Fae inhabitants, folks who wield wonderful but often uncontrollable magical power.
I love that.
Right. Next up is Nettle by Bex Hogan. A wild misfit in the human world, Nettle is enthralled by the glamour of the fairy realm, with its 2 moons and scarlet stars. To try to help her beloved grandmother who is fading in her world, Nettle makes a pact with the Fairy King. He'll heal her grandmother in exchange for Nettle completing 3 tasks. She agrees, not realizing that deception lurks in this enchanted place and that she has been tricked. That sounds really good.
Yes, these are great.
Right? Finally is Everything About You by Robbie Weber. Milo is determined to have the most magical summer in Paris after winning an apprenticeship at a prestigious fashion house. The plan is to work hard, impress the team, and land a permanent job. With his best friend Celeste by his side, nothing will stand in the way of getting what he wants, especially not a boy. For children's books, check out the following titles. The Echo People by S.D. Youngwolf. In the early morning hours, two young children go on a journey of discovery with their grandfather, a great chief. After offering prayers to Creator, grandfather leads Ayana and Little Wolf separately to the river gorge to meet the Echo People. There, surrounded by the beauty of Mother Earth, the children connect with the Echo People in a way that reveals something about themselves and learn a valuable lesson that will guide them throughout their lives.
That sounds beautiful.
Wonderful. I'll probably be reading that for Storytime next week, which is themed after Indigenous Peoples Day.
Love this.
Harper Wells, Renegade Timeline Officer by Bethany Loveridge. Harper Wells finally gets a room of her own, away from her annoying big brother and the grief they both feel at the disappearance of her mother. But on the first night in her brand new bed, she wakes up in the past and meets a young girl named Eddie. Not knowing where she is or how she got there, Harper eventually wakes up back in her room at home. Read the book to find out more.
Ooh,
Sounds really good.
I'm hooked.
Finally, Brown Girl in the Snow by Yolanda Marshall. When Amina moves from the Caribbean to her new snowy home, she misses growing her favorite foods. There are no coconut trees to climb, no gardens full of sweet potatoes and kalalu, only ice and snow. As Amina looks out her frosted window, she sings a traditional children's song from back home, adding her own "There's a brown girl in the snow, tra-la-la-la, where none of her plants will grow." Determined to find a way to make her favorite plants grow in a new climate, she comes across a possible solution after discovering a library book about gardening and greenhouses. Perhaps there is a way to grow sweet potatoes after all.
I love the library hook.
Right?
That's awesome. As always, if you like any of these books, you can call and put them on hold, stop by the circulation desk, or you can sign into your account. For the most up-to-date information about things going on at the library, please visit our website, peaspubliclibrary.org, or our social media pages. And that's what's happening this month at Peas.
Catch us next month on
Check it out.